Thanks to the lens of the camera, most of the noteworthy moments in our lives are being documented so that they remain forever etched in our memories. But far from these usual occurrences are some spontaneous moments that would be hard to believe if they had not been recorded. Get ready for the heart-stopping and heart-warming as we have a look at some moments that if they had not been recorded, no one would believe them. Number 20. The tables turned. Cats are probably one of the friendliest and most calm animals that we know. I mean, it's quite hard to see those harmless little felines get involved in any form of aggression, especially against a human. But after seeing what happened in this video, you may agree that there may be a few exceptions. This clip shows a moment when a woman tries to hit a cat. It's not quite clear what happened before this, but it looks like she was just trying to taunt the poor thing. And just as soon as she turned her back to leave, the tables turned, because the cat pounced on her almost unexpectedly. Now honestly, I think it's what I would have done. The little guy simply was trying to give her a taste of her own medicine. She sure didn't see it coming, and I'm sure you wouldn't have believed the story if someone had told you how they were fought by a small cat. Number 19. Hide and seek gone wrong. Unlike the friendly little cats that we've had around us for the longest, the big cats may just be the nightmare of every human being. I think we can all agree that it would be nice if we just let those guys remain in their homes in the wild. But it's also good that some people are bringing them home for friendship. I mean, I don't have any issues with that, and it's all fun and games until they get so close that they think of playing hide and seek with you. In this clip, we see a guy caring for his dog, but unbeknownst to him, his pet lion is lurking in the dark. While he was still unaware of what was taking place, the lion jumped on him, and it looked like she was only trying to play, but since the guy didn't see it coming, you could feel the shock run through his spine. And before he knew what was happening, he picked up a stick and chased her into the dark. Number 18. Nature's firework. The universe is full of so many wonders that I think Mother Nature should be crowned the queen of surprises. One of those numerous wonders is what happens in this clip when lightning flashes into the cloud from the tip of a tower. Unlike the usual cloud-to-ground lightning, this extraordinary moment looks like Mother Nature threw some fireworks into the sky. But what's even more surprising is that such a beautiful show of art could also turn out to be a horror show on another day. I guess when it comes to nature, you just don't know what to expect. The next two clips show how two men felt the dangers of lightning. The first guy was taking a selfie video in the rain, and the video captured how he was almost struck by lightning. It was such a close hit, and I'm sure you'll feel the shock too. While that guy would be happy that he dodged a bullet, the next guy may not be able to tell the same story. It was so unbelievable. I've heard of people being hit by lightning, but it all seemed like fairy tales until I saw these videos. Number 17. Car on the dance floor. This clip may remind you of the Disney film Cars because it looks like a moment of a real-life version of the unbelievable things that those characters did. The clip shows a moment when a truck jumps over a pile of cars, and just when the audience may have thought they had seen it all, the truck did the most shocking thing you'll ever see. Your jaw just may drop off when you see how it gave an epic dance performance as the audience cheered on. When I said an epic dance performance, I'm sure you didn't even think of something as smooth as that, and I wasn't expecting it either. I mean, if you were not one of the live audience that witnessed the rare sight, it would be hard for you to believe this unimaginable thing actually happened. Now, we all know that cars can do a whole lot of things, but who would have thought that an acrobatic dance was one of them? And it was so seamless that it looked unreal. Number 16. Buffet for the ants. If you think having a sweet tooth is a thing for only humans or big animals, then you're very wrong. You'll be surprised that the tiny creeping ants are just like you in that regard. But just in case that doesn't sound like a big deal, then I guess how they put in a lot of work to get these sweet foods should amaze you. This clip captures such an incredible moment when a soldier of ants is seen moving a piece of biscuits from the street to heaven knows where. It looks like the tiny guys may be having a buffet party soon. Isn't it unbelievable that these little ants can lift something as big as that? But as strange as that is, this act of moving food items is a common thing that ants do. So, whenever a tiny piece of your biscuits drops, you can be sure that these little creepy red ants are probably leaping for joy. Number 15. Snakes on a ride. When wild animals won't only remain where they should, a lot of unbelievable things can happen. Who would have thought a day would come when a python would think of catching a bus or getting on the elevator? Now, I know it sounds like a story made up or something, but these next clips are proof that the unimaginable really does happen. The first clip shows a huge python hanging on a pole in a bus, and I'm pretty sure that's not what you see all the time. But if you ask me what was the most unbelievable thing, it would be the guy's reaction after he saw the snake. The guy acted like nothing strange was going on. Now, I'm beginning to think that these creepy serpents really have a thing for hanging over people's heads. In another moment that looks like the one you just saw, the clip shows a man and a woman walking into an elevator. And as soon as the door opens, we see a tiny snake wiggling on the door. However, the reaction was not the same this time. Perhaps I should throw the question to you. How would you have reacted if you found yourself in that kind of scenario? Let me know in the comments down below. Number 14. Apple grinder. When it comes to working out, there are different strokes for different folks, and people hit the gym for whatever reason. However, this clip shows a man who has built his body up so much that his shoulder blades have become as strong as a rock. The man is seen hitting one shoulder blade against another, and then the most unbelievable thing happens. The woman behind the camera places an apple between his moving shoulder blades, and this may well shock you.
Fancy some juice.
Can you even believe it? His shoulder blades looked really strong, but I wasn't expecting them to crush the apple like that. It makes me think he's been going to the gym just so he can smash fruits with his back. But whatever his goals may be, the next time you want some apple juice, maybe you should call this guy. Number 13. When the waves don't matter. Every surfer dreams of having that big wave, and this clip shows an incredible moment when a wave surfer glides through a turbulent wave like it's nothing. He made it look very easy and seamless, and you may start considering being a wave surfer yourself after having watched it. Wasn't it so amazing? I bet that you could have your heart in your mouth while watching that clip. I mean, take it or leave it, not a lot of surfers can dare that kind of turbulence, but the guy proved that the waves had nothing on him. Number 12. Half a car. As new inventions are being rolled out every day, some of these inventions are rather unbelievable. A perfect example would be this half car, or what we should be calling this. Now, I'm not sure how and why they came up with this invention in the first place. I mean, it takes a lot of effort to get in the car, and how do you even sit? I can't help but think that it's all for fun, because if no one bothered to record the moment, I would have never thought there was a half car roaming the streets somewhere in the world. Number 11. The clouds create a scene. In another moment when Mother Nature decides to show off and spring surprises on us, the clouds that are supposed to stay up in the sky decide to take a tour of the land. And no, I don't mean raindrops or snow. These clips show huge clouds falling to the ground. The first clip shows one coming down through a high cliff. This clip also shows a boy trying to play around with a cloud that had fallen into a field. And in this next clip, something even more unbelievable and scary happens. It looks as though the sky has completely fallen and the entire area is about to be covered by clouds. If you look closely, you'll see how the clouds seem to be moving towards the houses. It looks really strange if you ask me. I mean, what do you even call that? I can't say there's an explanation for what we just saw, but some say it's a shelf cloud. Nevertheless, it looks like these clouds can find their way back to where they came from. I'm not so sure, but in this clip, we see a lady pushing the clouds up, and they seem to be flying towards the sky. Number 10. Would you shoot? Now, it's hard to decide if what happened in this clip is an actual hunt or a test. We see a man setting his bow towards a deer, and the unbelievable thing is that the deer walked straight to the guy and stood right in front of the arrow. Now, I really don't get it. Was the deer trying to dare the hunter? Was she sure that the hunter wouldn't harm her? Or was she simply oblivious to what was going on? There are a lot of questions, and I'm sure that you have a lot of them yourself. Number 9. Dinosaur. Dinosaurs were said to be reptiles that went extinct after an asteroid hit the Earth about 65 million years ago. A lot of people don't believe that they actually existed in the first place, but this CCTV footage, taken in October of 2022, shows something that looks like a dinosaur. The creature looks as though it has lost its way, and it's seen going back and forth while an alarm blares. Is it possible for these creatures to spring up after millions of years, or could that be a person in a dinosaur suit? Number 8. Hungry Ghost. If you're like people who don't actually believe that ghosts and haunted houses are a thing, well, I think after seeing this clip, you may change your mind. In this video, we see a refrigerator opening and closing all by itself, and as the man moves close, he runs off like he's seen an actual ghost. I mean, what could have made a door open like that and close by itself? If it happened only once, I would have said it was probably a coincidence, but with that kind of repetition, I can't help but agree, but it's actually a ghost looking for something to munch on. Number 7. Water shots. What do you do when you notice a robbery or a theft attempt? I'm sure that you'd normally call the police or scream for help. However, imagine that your friend or family comes home to tell you how they chased off felons by spraying water on them. It sounds like a dumb story, but as crazy as it may seem, this actually happened. Now I'm sure you may be wondering how they came up with that idea that seems to work, but it's not that new. Those guys probably watched so many pirate movies that they've seen how merchant ships would chase off pirates using anti-pirate water cannons. These devices are attached to cargo ships, and they shoot water at pirate ships with great pressure and intensity, just like you saw in the clip. So, if it works on water, it should work on land. Number 6. Birds invasion. This clip shows another jaw-dropping moment that's not only strange but unexplainable. In the video, we see a large number of crows covering every part of the area, from the roads to the cars and even the rooftops and balconies. It's such a sight that no one should wake up to. But it looked like the birds were migrating and they'd been flying for so long that they all had to rest. It could also be something out of the ordinary, but what do you think? Number 5. Mermaid tails. Just like dinosaurs and trolls, mermaids are another kind of creature that most people strongly believe are fictional and mere products of imagination. But these days, it's becoming hard to ignore the proof that they may actually be real, as figures that look like mermaids have been captured on camera. This first clip shows a real-life mermaid sitting on a rock, but as soon as she detects the camera, she turns back and jumps into the water. This clip also shows something that looks like a mermaid wiggling and struggling to get back into the water. Number 4. Weird Niagara moment. This moment captured in the clip is both scary and intriguing. This mind-boggling event that happened at Niagara Falls in New York City shows a large amount of people standing around the forest. A lot of them look like they're frozen, while some look like they're having silent conversations with the trees. It's obvious that something strange is going on. This video had the internet buzzing for days, and people have had different opinions about what you just saw. Some think it's a silent protest, while some say that they're meditating, but what actually happened is really unclear. Number 3. A well in the sky. It's now generally accepted that nature will not cease to amaze us, and in this clip we see another form of nature's wonders. It looks like a shower was opened up in the sky as water is seen falling down. I mean, it's usual for the rain to fall over a huge area of land, but for water to fall directly onto one place is rather bizarre and unbelievable. Number 2. Superman. One thing that real people may never be able to come to terms with is the idea of superpowers. However, I think that people can have super strength because that's the only explanation we can give for what happened in this video. The clip captured a moment when a truck was obstructing the road, preventing another truck from passing by, but the unbelievable takes place when one man moves the truck out of the way with his bare hands. And it's shocking that he never even flinched. I mean, how does one man even think of lifting a huge truck? It's even more scary how he made it seem as though he'd just thrown a piece of paper into a bin. That's a heavy truck that he literally just moved. Number 1. Giant octopus. Now let's wrap up this video with a mind-boggling moment. Imagine that you leave your car in an underground parking lot only to come out and see that your windshield and side mirrors are broken. But when you ask security for the CCTV footage, you find out that your car was actually damaged by an octopus. As crazy as it may sound, that's exactly what happened in this clip. The CCTV footage that was captured in New York shows a huge octopus climbing up a car, and this is what took place. I mean, if that moment wasn't captured on the camera, the car owner would have never believed that his car was actually broken by an octopus. Thanks to the footage, we all get to see things that are beyond our wildest imagination. There you have it, the top 20 moments that, if they'd not been recorded, you would never have believed they happened. Which one of these incredible happenings left you most amazed or puzzled? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure you're subscribed for more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.